Welcome back everyone to the second part of our lecture on understanding rural market and factors influencing them. In our previous session, we established the unique background of India's rural market, particularly analyzed the urban-rural dichotomy and also analyzing the key socio-economic and policy-driven factors that contribute to their remarkable growth. Now, as we move into the next important segment, we will shift our focus to a key demography within rural India, its women. What exactly is their influence on household purchasing? Traditionally, their economic contributions and decision making roles have often been underestimated in market analysis. However, a deeper look reveals a profound and increasingly active role the rural women play in a shaping consumption pattern. So, let's look into the fundamental and evolving role of rural women in consumption decisions. The role of rural women in shaping household consumption pattern is increasingly being recognized as a crucial to rural marketing strategy. Traditionally seen as a passive participants, rural women today are emerging as active decision maker, influencer and purchaser in several product categories, especially in the domains of food, health, education, hygiene and household utilities. This change is significant and need to be looked at more closely. Firstly, the growing economic empowerment of rural women has significantly strengthened their role in consumption decision. Initiatives such as self-help group movement under NRLM, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana for micro enterprises financing and direct benefit transfer into Jan Dhan Yojana accounts have provided greater financial autonomy. With independent access to credit and saving, women are increasingly deciding how household income is allocated across categories like grocery, children's education, cooking fuel, healthcare, and even consumer durables. Secondly, rural women are primary decision maker in critical area related to children's nutrition and dietary choices, selection of health products like ORS and sanitary napkin, and spending on children's schooling and tuition. The uptake of products like iron and folic acid tablets, hand wash brands, and nutritious processed food often depends on the awareness and preferences of the female head of the households. Furthermore, rural women play a dominant role in a daily shopping decision related to cooking, essential soaps, detergent, and oral hygiene products and clothing for the family. Their preferences are guided by price sensitivity, product utility, packaging, and increasingly by brand familiarity and trust. In seasonal contexts like festival or wedding, women often influence higher ticket purchase including saris, ornaments, gift set and even home improvements. They are also critical in household energies and hygiene choices. Programs such as Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, which has distributed millions of the LPG connection to women, demonstrate how women can be catalysts for cleaner fuel adoption. Their preference for convenience and health safety drives demand for clean cooking fuels, toilet under Swachh Bharat Mission, water purifier and sanitary products. Brands that connect their messaging to women's dignity, family care and ease of work such as HUL's Lifebuoy and Procter & Gamble Whisper have found greater success in rural regions. Rural women actively participate in product awareness and serve as a powerful word of mouth influencer. Self help groups, village health workers like Asha and Anganwadi, and informal community networks are crucial channels. For example, a woman using a solar lantern through a microloan can influence 10 other households and community based campaigns led by the rural women, such as HUL Shakti's Ammas, demonstrate how peer driven marketing can be both scalable and sustainable. Culturally and emotionally, rural women's consumption decisions are deeply rooted in values of thrift, community well being, and long term utility. Their choices often emphasize durability over novelty and trust over experimentation. Marketers must recognize the importance of appropriate packaging size and price points, conduct demonstration in local halls or self-help group meeting and use of emotional appeal through themes of motherhood, empowerment and respectability. Finally, with increasing access to mobile phones, rural women are now engaging with WhatsApp groups for product discussion, YouTube video in regional language for tips and e-commerce platform like Meesho and Flipkart for low cost purchase. This digital empowerment is altering consumption pathway and enabling more informed decision making, especially among younger and semi-literate women. To recap, The role of rural women in consumption decision is no longer peripheral. They are influencer, buyer, and even brand ambassador within their community. Acknowledging their growing agency is essential for any rural marketing strategy requiring empathetic, localized, and inclusive engagement. However, understanding these dynamics fully requires robust research, and that brings us to the significant challenges in rural consumer research. Despite the massive size and untapped potential of India's rural market, which is home to more than 65% of the population and contributes over 40% to FMCG revenues, there remains a glaring deficiency in rigorous and scalable consumer behavior research in this segment. This is critical challenges that need immediate attention. One major gap is the lack of structured research mechanism. In urban market, marketers rely on sophisticated tools like customer relationship management software, purchase funnel analysis, sentiment tracking, and influencer mapping, offering a comprehensive view of consumer journey. In contrast, rural consumer research often depends on observational records, pilot survey, and limited field reports. Fundamental questions like who influences buying decision in the family or how much is spent per purchase remains poorly documented. This absence of structured market intelligence system severely impairs accurate segmentation and targeting. Secondly, there is fragmented knowledge and poor dissemination. Although individual researchers, NGOs, and development agencies undertake valuable field studies, their finding often remains localized and unpublished, failing to reach broader industry stakeholders. This leads to unnecessary effort as a company misses opportunity to learn from prior interventions. A critical challenge is the inherent heterogeneity within rural India. India's rural landscape includes over 6.4 lakh villages across more than 700 districts, each with distinct socio-cultural identity, dialects, and consumption habits. A product widely accepted in one region might fail in another due to local beliefs. Unlike urban cluster where consumer behavior is relatively homogeneous, rural segmentation demands micro-level insight. Yet, most available data treats rural India as a monolith, offering only macro-level aggregates. Furthermore, conventional research tools are often inadequate. Standard tools like Likert scale, attitude measurement indexes, and structured interviews are often unsuitable for semi-literate or illiterate population. This results in incomplete, misinterpreted, or forced responses which compromise data reliability. The essence of consumer sentiment rooted in cultural experiences and emotional association is lost through traditional tools. Decoding the complex and evolving psyche of the rural Indian consumers demands a paradigm shift in the both research orientation and methodology. Conventional one-dimensional tools fails to grasp the nuanced, culturally embedded motivations. To build a more holistic and inclusive research ecosystem, research and marketers must adopt innovative, context-sensitive strategies. Key intervention includes firstly participatory rural appraisals. These are a bottom-up interactive techniques empowering rural community to articulate their needs and preferences using methods like social mapping and preference ranking. Secondly, story-based inquiry method such as oral history and community storytelling provides rich qualitative data revealing consumption pattern and emotional associations. Thirdly, cultural immersion program for marketers, encouraging them to live within a rural community, even temporary, can sensitize them to the rhythm and norms of rural life, leading to better segmentation and culturally consonant marketing messages. Continuing with our exploration of inclusive research paradigm with rising mobile penetration, mobile-based feedback mechanisms are crucial. Tools deployed via SMS, voice bots, or vernacular survey apps can capture real-time consumer data. These must be linguistically localized and user-friendly. Furthermore, AI-driven rural sentiment analysis through regional social media platforms like ShareChat and Moj using natural language processing model tailored to regional dialects can identify emerging trends and aspirations. Finally, a public-private knowledge infrastructure is urgently needed. Open access rural market database curated by academic institutions, policy think tanks and industries bodies can serve as a repository of consumer behavior. Such a platform could enable longitudinal studies, provide evidence-based input for policy and promote targeted entrepreneurship. Beyond methodology, there are structural research challenges. Firstly, the absence of rural consumer panel. Urban market benefit from structured consumer panel like Nielsen and Kantar that provides continuous consumption data. Such panel infrastructure for rural India is almost non-existent, meaning we lack continuous consumption data and valuable longitudinal trend insights. Secondly, there is limited longitudinal tracking of rural behavior. Most rural research is cross-sectional, capturing consumer behavior at a single point in time. However, rural consumption is deeply seasonal and cyclical, linked to harvest periods, festival, and monsoon. A lack of longitudinal studies prevent researchers from observing how preferences evolve across seasons or over years. A crucial challenge is gender sensitive research deficit. There is a significant gender gap in rural market research where often men are interviewed as a household representative, ignoring the voice and consumption behavior of rural women who frequently influence or make decisions about food, health, clothing, and education. Developing gender sensitive instruments and training female field investigators can lead to richer, more inclusive data. Moreover, there is an inadequate use of real time and geotag data. Urban consumers research increasingly relies on a real time dashboard and AI assisted analytics. Rural research has not yet fully transitioned into this digital first paradigm. Deploying GPS tagged survey, mobile data collection platform like Kobo Toolsbox, and even IoT enabled device can modernize the research infrastructure for real time insights. We also see a need for behavioral and psychographic segmentation. Rural consumers are still predominantly segmented using basic demographics like age, income, and geography. There is a pressing need to develop psychographic segmentation models based on value, aspirations, attitude, and social influences. For example, classifying rural consumers into categories such as aspirers or traditional bound conservatives could lead to sharper targeting and personalized communication strategies. Various government agencies collect extensive rural data on health, agriculture, and credit access. However, these data sets are often not effectively linked to market intelligence system or shared with private enterprises. A data integration platform supported by a public-private partnership could bridge this information asymmetry and promote evidence-driven rural development strategies. Recognizing the inadequacy of conventional tools, a pioneering effort by the student of the Management Development Institute, Gurgaon, under the mentorship of Mr. Pradeep Kashyap of MALT, led to the development of an alternative, culturally sensitive research methodology, the color coded responses system. This innovation uses color grounded in the symbolic meaning rural communities attach to them. For example, dark green symbolizing Haryali or lush field represent strong preferences. Light green suggests moderate satisfaction, while yellow evoking dry fields signal dissatisfaction. Orange representing a setting sun indicate risk or disappointment, and red universally recognized signifies danger or rejection. This approach enabled participants to express preferences and emotionally reaction non-verbally, reducing cognitive strain and improving data validity. It underscores the importance of designing research tools that are empathetic, localized, and grounded in indigenous knowledge system, especially for population where literacy may not correlate with market participation. As rural India continues to emerge as a key growth drivers, contributing nearly 45% of nation's overall FMCG consumptions, the need for strategic and contextually grounded rural marketing framework has become more pressing than ever. The traditional view of rural markets as a homogeneous and static is no longer valid. Instead, a fundamental shift is required toward micro market sensitivity, behavioral understanding, and technology empowered outreach. The cornerstone of future rural marketing efforts must be integrated data rich intelligence framework and that captures the economic, social, cultural, and technological framework of rural consumers. Marketer and researchers should prioritize ethnographic field studies through long-term immersion, participatory rural appraisal for community-led insight, and the use of visual and auditory stimuli along with digital storytelling platform to uncover latent needs and informal network of influence. Crucially, the establishment of open, interoperable, and publicly accessible rural data depository is essential for promoting evidence-based decision making. This database should be co-developed by academic institutions, industries bodies, and government agencies. Such platform would consolidate data on consumption trend, regional preferences, and digital uses, enabling dynamic segmentation and localized targeting, and even allowing for integration with real-time satellite data for agricultural insight. Deep localization is non-negotiable. India's rural market is mosaic of microcultures, each influenced by language, faith, festival, and climate. Uniform campaign often fail to resonate. Marketers must focus on hyper-local branding and packaging, decentralized distribution models involving self-help groups, and cooperation of product and communication in partnership with local communities. This community-driven marketing builds essential trust and legitimacy. Finally, leveraging technology is paramount for rural empowerment and market inclusion. With digital penetration on the rise, rural fintech, e-commerce, agri-tech, and e-tech platform can act as a conduits for both economic inclusion and market access. Personalized marketing via vernacular voice assistant, WhatsApp-based campaign, and mobile commerce can transform how rural consumers discover, evaluate, and purchase products. Moreover, technologies such as AI-driven sentiment analysis and geotech dashboard can give marketers granular insight into rural demand cluster. In conclusion, rural India should not be viewed through a singular lens. It is a composite of evolving aspiration, cultural identity, and economic transactions, each demanding tailored engagement strategies. The future of rural marketing lies in the fusion of grassroots research, digital augmentation, and participatory practices. Bridging the rural research gap is not merely a commercial imperative, it is a development necessity. A contextualized, inclusive, and tech integrated approach to rural marketing will not only deepen market penetration but also catalyze sustainable livelihood, digital equity, and rural empowerment, ensuring that Bharat's voice is not just heard but meaningfully engaged. Thank you.